All right, everyone. So today I wanted to talk about every way to get energy for free in Raid Shadow Legends. Now, energy is going to be one of the, if not the most important resources in the game. It's going to be the key behind essentially progressing your account through all sorts of different methods. So making sure that you get as much of it as you possibly can without spending money is going to be very important. This is especially going to be important for newer players, but even if you are a more intermediate or advanced player, there might actually be something on this list that you didn't realize that'll help you get some more energy for free each day. With that being said, let's jump right into number one on the list. Now, number one is an important one, and I'm going to spend a second explaining it and talking about it. And that is going to be your free energy that you get every 3 minutes while you are under your energy cap. Now, when you take a look at your actual energy, there's two numbers here. You've got the number on the left and the number on your right. The number on the left is how much energy you currently have, and the number on the right is the maximum energy that you have on your account. Now, this is going to be different for everyone. Right now, the total maximum anybody can get is 130 at level 60, but if you're not quite at level 60, this number is not going to be 130. Now, when you are either at the energy cap or above it, which you can go above it, you are not going to regenerate energy. You'll see here, if you click on this, it will say full. However, if you go below the energy cap, let's just go through and let me use a couple points of energy just to show you as an example here. I'm going to head out of here. And now I will be at 126 energy because I am below my energy cap. Now you'll see that I am starting to regenerate energy, and it will regenerate at a rate of 1 every 3 minutes. So if you do some math here, 1 energy every 3 minutes is 20 energy per hour, 24 hours in the day. You can end up getting 400 energy per day if you were to do this at absolute perfect efficiency. Now, nobody is going to be like that. I know there are a lot of people who don't really care that much, and if you don't want to stress out and have to worry about logging into the game every 6 hours or so in order to optimize your energy, it's totally fine if you do decide to stay over the cap. Technically, you will be losing energy every 3 minutes that you do this, but, you know, it's up to you. If you're more casual or you just don't care, that's definitely an open option. And also, when you are newer to the game, you just get so much energy for free from the level ups and all the goodies that the game ends up giving you that it's going to be very, very difficult in order to stay below the energy cap anyway. As you get to the more mid and late game, it's going to be a bit easier to do this because the game stops giving you as much free stuff. But, you know, this is something that I feel like everyone kind of has different opinions on. But nonetheless, it is going to be a pretty darn good way to get a bunch of energy each day for free. All right, next up on the list. So this is going to be your daily, your weekly, and your monthly quests. Now, all of these have rewards that give you energy. So your daily quests have a refill in here, which can be up to a total of 130 energy if you are at the maximum level. Now, of course, if you're not at that point, it's not quite going to be 130 energy. A refill will always give you the maximum amount of energy you have. Now, that doesn't mean that if I have 126 energy right now, it's only going to give me 4 energy. You can totally go above the maximum energy. That's fine. That just means that I won't be regenerating my energy every 3 minutes. So you get your daily energy refill from your daily quests. You also have 2 additional refills that you can end up getting in your weekly quests every 6 to 7 days or so. And then you have your 200 plus 200, so a total of 400 additional energy in your monthly quests, as well as some gems that you can get, which if you want to, you can use for energy refills as well. So a pretty decent amount right there. That's always nice. Next up on the list is going to be your daily login rewards. So I'm not talking about the actual daily quests themselves, which we just went through. I'm talking about the daily login rewards right here on your screen, where you have to play a certain amount of time each day, and you'll see that the best reward is that arena token bag. However, at 60 minutes of playtime every single day, you will get an energy refill. So that's an additional refill that you can get every single day just from playing the game. That's going to be very nice, and it adds up to be quite a bit. Next up on the list is going to be primarily for newer players. So this is not going to apply to me because I've gotten all the daily login rewards. So if you've been playing for over 90 to 100 days or so, unfortunately, once you get all of your daily login rewards, they are currently not coming back. They aren't out. They stop at that 90-day reward, but there is a pretty good chunk of energy in the actual daily login rewards. So definitely make sure to take advantage of this as a newer player. Next up on the list is going to be events and tournaments. Now, this one is a little bit tricky because events and tournaments, the amount of energy that you get from both of these is going to be wildly different. Another thing is some events will be a lot easier to complete than other events, like the one that we had right now, Arena Assault. This one was somewhat reasonable, and it had a decent chunk of energy in it. As you can see, 75, 100, 150. The champion training event that we have right now does not have any energy in it. It's really kind of hit or miss. Some events are really difficult and they don't have any energy. Some events are really easy and they'll be just tons of energy. It really honestly just depends on what player is thinking or whatever they're doing. Tournaments as well. You could see that for the Fire Knights tournament, we actually don't have energy for this one. Usually for the dungeon tournaments, we do. We had this Champion Chase tournament, which did actually have a few energy rewards, so just keep an eye out. It's a little bit difficult, especially as a newer player. You're going to have to kind of balance out, is it going to be worth going for the events and the event rewards? How many resources am I going to have to put into it versus what am I going to get out of it? And is the energy that I get out of it even going to be worth going for? Because in a lot of cases, the answer to that question is going to end up being no. All right, next up on the list is going to be one that I think a lot of people overlook, and that is going to be your clan boss check-ins. So I'm not actually talking about the clan boss chest rewards. I'm talking about the check-in rewards. So if you go to your clan and you go to members, it's going to be right here, this chest icon. I've already clicked it, so mine's not showing up for the day, but you'll see all you have to do is click this button right around here, and then when enough people in your clan have checked in, you can get some rewards. You can get some pretty good stuff from this. Energy, silver, gems. I've gotten some weird stuff as well, like skill tomes, but might as well take advantage of the additional free stuff that you get from this. Just be prepared. A big mistake that I make is a lot of the times I'll claim this reward and get a bunch of energy, and then I won't actually be able to play the game. So now I'll be over the energy maximum, and I won't be regenerating my energy every 3 minutes. So when you do claim your clan rewards, be prepared that there's a decent chance it might be energy, and if you want to be efficient, you might have to end up using it at that point. So that's going to be another source of free energy right there. Next up on the list, compensation and downtime. Now, most of the compensation and downtime rewards are going to end up showing up in your mailbox, and the reason why this is an important one is a lot of the times the rewards from compensation and downtime that show up in your mailbox will have a very short claim timer. It'll be something like 2 days, 3 days, and it's really easy to just accidentally forget. I know I've made this mistake multiple times before, so whenever there is downtime, always be on the lookout for compensation and see if you have any stuff waiting for you in the mailbox. A lot of the times, they'll end up posting a notice here in the news or on the Discord server, but not always. So just keep an eye on your mailbox. Not a bad idea to make a habit out of checking it just in case Plarium sends free stuff our way, including energy that might expire with a short timer right there. So all right, next up on the list is going to be new players. So this is another one where, unfortunately for me, I am not going to benefit from this anymore because I'm at the maximum level. But a decent amount of people watching this video, that would be my guess anyway, probably are not at level 60. So if you're not at level 60, every level that you get in Raid Shadow Legends is going to give you a energy refill worth of energy. So however much maximum energy you have, whenever you level up, that's how much is going to get added to your total energy. Remember, it's not going to just be like 2 energy if I'm at 128 out of 130. It'll go above your maximum, so it's not going to go to waste. But if you do spend time above your maximum energy, you won't be getting that natural energy regeneration point every 3 minutes. So, you know, it's going to be up to you, once again, to kind of decide, do you want to worry about it? Do you want to make sure to use your energy, or do you not really care about being over the energy cap and losing out on that one free energy every 3 minutes? So you get a whole bunch of it early on. Those early level ups end up being hundreds, if not even thousands of energy. The game makes it very enticing for newer players to feel like they could play as much and as long as they want. But once you get to the later stages of the game, the mid game and the late game, the level ups slow down. They actually come to an end at level 60 right now, and a lot of the free stuff that you get also ends up, coming to an end as well. All right, next up on the list is going to be missions and challenges. Now, the next couple of things that I'm going to talk about are actually really nice because they don't have any kind of timers or time sensitivity to claiming these rewards. So when it comes to the missions and the challenges, what you can actually do is you can end up leaving the energy in your missions and challenges here until there's some sort of event that you want to run, or you don't want to use it right away because it's not going to expire. Most of the stuff that I talked about up until this point, it does have a time limit to expire, like that compensation and downtime. If you don't end up claiming it in the mailbox within a couple of days, it's going to go away, which is why it's important to keep an eye out for it. Not true for the missions and challenges, so not a bad idea to use this source of energy right here to stock up for future events. Make sure to keep an eye out, though, for the missions and challenges. A lot of them are time gated, like, you know, you can only end up doing certain ascension dungeons on certain days of the week. So if you want to get to the rewards that give you things like gems and energy, you might have to keep a close eye on it so that you can actually get to that point without having to wait too long for certain things to end up opening up. Now, the challenges icon would normally be right here, but functions very similar to the missions. Same story, you can end up holding off on the energy, claim it when you want to, and just keep an eye on it because certain things in the challenges are also going to be time gated, just like the missions. Alright, next up on the list is going to be your campaign and faction wars progress rewards. Very similar to the missions and the challenges, these are not going to be time sensitive. So you can actually take a look at what the faction wars rewards are by clicking on this little eye icon in the faction wars, and you'll be able to see you have a decent amount of energy right here, a lot of other really good stuff too. You have some more energy, I believe, in this category, and I think it ends because it's very, very difficult to get to the points where you have, you know, 350, 400, 500 plus stars, but you have a decent chunk of energy at the start and kind of in the middle, and then also in the campaign rewards for normal, hard, brutal, and nightmare, you're going to have a decent amount of rewards here. Towards the start, I know there's energy and other good stuff like experience boosts. A lot of the stuff that gives you energy and a lot of the things that I've talked about in this video not only give you energy, by the way, they give you a lot of other really useful stuff that is going to just overall help your account progress. So definitely keep an eye on all this stuff, not just for energy, but for other things as well. And again, these things right here, even though I've claimed them all on my account, you don't actually have to claim the stars. They don't go anywhere. You don't lose out on any rewards. If you want to save the energy in these little windows here for when a certain event or tournament is running, you can end up doing that, and it'll make it a bit easier. So that's like a little bit of a tip that I suggest, especially to those of you guys who are free to play or you don't really spend a lot of money to help prepare, save energy for things that would normally take a lot of energy to go through. And the last thing on the list that I can think of, I really hope I didn't miss out on anything because I spent a while trying to think of absolutely every method to get energy for free, but that's going to be the referral program. Now, the referral program came out shortly after I started Raid Shadow Legends, and it's a bit of a mess. I would not really say if it's worth the time investment. I guess everyone's going to have a little bit of a different opinion. But if you do have some friends or you decide to level up your own alt accounts like I did when I first started the game, I know some people think this is pretty crazy, but I only got them to level 20. You do get some energy. At level 20, you get some experience boosts, and you get some other stuff as well. I know those sacred shards look very tempting, but leveling up 3 accounts or finding 3 friends to get to level 50 is not easy to do, and this referral program system is it's a little bit buggy, it's a little bit glitchy, it can be difficult, it doesn't work very well sometimes, but you do have that option to get 600 energy right off the bat if a few people get to level 10. Now, same thing as the campaign rewards, the progress rewards, challenges. You don't have to claim this right away. If you want to keep it in this referral program for when a certain event comes out, this stuff does not expire, so that's going to be good news there as well. Like I said, I hope this was every single method to get energy for free. I really hope I didn't miss out on anything. There's a small chance that I did. If I did, just let me know in the comments section. But this should be pretty much every method to get energy for free in Raid Shadow Legends. So I really hope that this video helped out, especially to those of you guys who are newer. If you're more intermediate, if you didn't know about one of these things on the list, feel free to let me know as well. And if you're interested in more videos, guides, tutorials, and all that fun stuff, consider subscribing to the channel. Feel free to toss a quick like. It means more than you can imagine. And more Raid Shadow Legends videos, guides, tutorials, and all that fun stuff should be popping up on the screen right about now. Thanks again, everyone. Have a fantastic day. And this is Salt of the Salty Guild, signing out.